Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Before we begin, if these stories bring you peace, I'd be grateful if you'd take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps others find their way here too. But for now, let everything else fade away. Tonight, we're going somewhere different. Not a workshop, not a farm, not making anything. Tonight, we're just being, just wandering, just peaceful. We're going to the village library on a quiet Saturday afternoon when time moves slowly and nothing much happens, and that's exactly perfect. Let's prepare your body for rest. Find your most comfortable position. Adjust anything you need. You're safe here. You're exactly where you need to be. Take a gentle breath in through your nose. Hold it softly and release it slowly through your mouth. Good. Again. Breathe in slowly and deeply. Hold for a moment and let it go, releasing any tension from your day. Your shoulders drop away from your ears. Your jaw relaxes, teeth slightly apart. Your tongue rests softly in your mouth. Your eyes are gently closed. There's nothing you need to see right now. Just my voice, just the story, just the peace. Feel your body becoming heavy, sinking into comfort, supported and safe. There's no hurry here, no rushing. Just the slow wandering through shelves of books. Just the quiet of a library afternoon. Just the peace of a place where silence is valued and time doesn't press and nothing is urgent. And now, when you're ready, come with me. We're going to the library. It's Saturday afternoon, the weekend stretching out. No work tomorrow, no obligations. Just this afternoon, this free afternoon, this gift of time. The weather outside is pleasant, not too hot, not too cold. That perfect in-between weather, the kind where you don't think about weather, where you just are, comfortable, content. You walk through the village, the main street, familiar buildings, familiar shops, the bakery, the post office, the green grocer, all known, all part of your village, all part of home. Not many people about. Saturday afternoon. Most people are doing other things. Shopping maybe, gardening, visiting family. The village is quiet, peaceful, just how you like it. You reach the library, a stone building, old, maybe 100 years, maybe more, built when libraries were important civic buildings. When communities invested in places for books, for learning, for quiet, for everyone. The door is heavy, dark wood, with a brass handle, worn smooth by thousands of hands, thousands of people entering, seeking books, seeking knowledge, seeking quiet, seeking exactly what you're seeking now. You push the door open. It swings smoothly. Well-maintained hinges. The door knows its job. Has done it well for decades. Will do it for decades more. You step inside. The smell arrives first. Always the smell first. That particular library smell. That unmistakable scent. Old paper. Old books, hundreds of books, thousands of books, years and years of books, decades of books, centuries of books, all adding their scent to the air. Not musty, not unpleasant, just old, just book. The smell of wood pulp aged, of ink faded, of pages turned by countless hands, of stories read and reread, of knowledge shared and stored. The smell of a library. Only a library. Nowhere else smells like this. And something else. Polish. Wood polish. Lemon oil, maybe. The smell of care, of maintenance, of someone who tends this place, who wipes the shelves, who polishes the tables, who keeps this space beautiful, honored, respected. The main room opens before you, larger than it looks from outside, the ceiling high, vaulted, making the space feel bigger, airier, more like a church than you'd expect, sacred in its own way, sacred to books, to learning, to quiet. Tall windows line one wall, old windows, original windows, made of small panes, each pane slightly different. Old glass does that, warps slightly over time, so each pane shows the outside slightly differently. The trees outside visible, but not quite uniform. Each pane its own little view, its own little perspective. The afternoon light comes through, soft light, filtered through old glass, making the whole room glow gently, golden, warm. The light of a Saturday afternoon in a library, the best light, the kindest light. Dust motes float in the light beams, always in libraries, always visible when sunlight comes through. Tiny specks, dancing, floating, moving in air currents you can't feel, but they feel them. They show you the air is alive, moving, breathing, even in this still place. Wooden shelves line every wall, floor to ceiling. Dark wood, oak maybe, solid, permanent. These shelves were built to last, to hold books for generations. They've done their job, continue doing their job, will do their job long after you're gone. Comforting somehow, this permanence, this continuity, each one different, each one unique, 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 each one different, each one different, each one unique, each one containing a world, a story, knowledge, ideas, all waiting, all patient, all ready. In the center of the room, reading tables, heavy wooden tables, with chairs tucked neatly underneath, green reading lamps on each table, the old kind, with brass bases and green glass shades, the kind you see in old photographs of libraries, the kind that say, library, immediately, unmistakably. A few people are here, not many. It's Saturday afternoon. Most people have other things to do, but a few, scattered at the tables, reading, quiet, absorbed, in their own worlds, in the worlds of their books. An older gentleman with a newspaper, glasses perched on his nose, reading slowly, carefully, the newspaper spread before him, rustling occasionally as he turns pages, but quietly, respectfully, mindful of the silence. A young woman with a laptop, studying maybe, working on something, her fingers occasionally tapping keys, but quietly, the soft sound of typing that doesn't disturb. That becomes part of the library sound, part of the texture of silence. No one looks up as you enter. No one needs to. This is a library. People come and go. That's what libraries are for coming, for going, for staying as long as you need, for leaving when you're ready. No judgment, no expectations. Just welcome. Quiet welcome. The librarian sits at the desk, near the entrance. An older woman, maybe 60, maybe more, glasses on a chain around her neck, a cardigan, sensible shoes. She looks up, smiles, a small smile, a library smile, warm but quiet, welcoming but not intrusive. She knows library etiquette, knows that people come here for quiet, for solitude, for peace. Her smile says, welcome, without saying anything at all. You smile back, small, quiet, library appropriate, and move past the desk, into the stacks, into the shelves, into the books. You're not looking for anything specific. You have no list, no task, no goal. You're just browsing, just wandering, just seeing what catches your eye, what calls to you, what wants to be read today. You start at fiction, the fiction section, alphabetical by author, as fiction sections always are, A through Z, all the stories, all the novels, all the worlds created by all these authors, all waiting on shelves. You walk slowly along the first aisle, between two tall shelves, books on both sides, your head turning slightly, left, right, reading spines, looking at titles, seeing what's here, the authors you know, the names that are familiar, the books you've heard of, or read, or mean to read, They're all here, in their alphabetical places, patient, waiting, ready, and authors you don't know, names that are unfamiliar, books you've never heard of, stories you didn't know existed, all here too, all waiting, all hoping. Maybe today someone will pick me up, read me, give me attention, give me life again. Your hand trails along the spines as you walk, fingertips brushing book after book, feeling the textures, so many textures, cloth, smooth cloth, rough cloth, linen-covered hardbacks, old bindings, the kind they used before dust jackets, the kind where the cover was part of the art, part of the book itself. They make a small squeaking sound under the dust jackets. They make a small squeaking sound under your fingers. Very small, almost inaudible, but there, the sound of touching plastic-covered books, worn paperbacks, soft, their spines creased from being opened, being read, being loved, the paper softened by handling, by oils from human hands, by time. These are the popular ones, the ones borrowed again and again, the ones people want, the ones that serve their purpose, being read. Smooth hardbacks, newer ones, shiny covers, bright colors, modern design. These haven't been here as long, decades instead of half centuries, but already part of the collection, already waiting, already books. Each one different under your fingers, each one its own small sensation. Your fingertips learning books by touch, by texture, by the physical presence of stories, of words bound and covered and shelved, all waiting, all patient. You stop at a familiar author, someone you've read before, someone whose books you enjoy, someone whose name brings good memories, of stories enjoyed, of hours spent reading, of worlds entered and lived in briefly. Several of their books are here, on the shelf together, their whole section of the alphabet, their collected works, their contribution to fiction, to stories, to the world of books. You tilt your head slightly, reading the titles, one by one, down the spines. This one, that one, the other, trying to remember, trying to recall. Have you read this one? The title sounds familiar, but maybe you're thinking of another. Maybe this author writes similar titles. Maybe your memory is mixing books together. Or was it that one? That title also familiar, also resonant, also bringing some vague memory of reading, or wanting to read, or hearing about, the certainty elusive, the memory unclear, but pleasant, the vagueness pleasant somehow, the not quite knowing, comfortable in this space, in this moment. You pull one out, carefully, respectfully, supporting the books on either side so they don't fall, pulling the chosen one forward, out, into your hands. The book is solid, has weight, real weight, this satisfying weight of paper and binding, of substance, of reality, not heavy, just substantial, just real, just there. You look at the cover, read the title again, the author's name, turn it over, read the back, the summary, the reviews, trying to remember. Have you read this? The summary sounds familiar, but maybe you read something similar by this author, or maybe you did read this one. Doesn't matter. You slide it back into place, gently, carefully, back into its spot on the shelf, between its neighbors, where it belongs, where it waits. You continue walking, slow steps, no hurry, all the time in the world. This is Saturday afternoon in a library. Time moves differently here, more slowly, more gently. Each moment given space, given respect, given its due. More books, more spines, more titles. Some call to you, some don't. Some you've read, some you haven't. Some you might want to read, some you know you won't. All fine, all just information, all just browsing, all just being here. Among books, among stories, among this particular kind of peace. You turn at the end of the aisle, start down the next one. More authors, more books. The alphabet continuing. Different letters now. Different names. But the same browsing. The same slow walking. The same gentle looking. A book catches your eye. Not because you've heard of it. Not because you know the author. But because the spine is beautiful. Deep blue. With gold lettering. Old. The kind of binding they don't do anymore. The kind that says this book was made to last. To be kept. To be treasured. You pull it out. An old novel. Published decades ago. The pages slightly yellowed at the edges. That warm yellow that old paper gets. Not brittle. Not damaged. Just aged. Just showing its years. Just being itself. You open it carefully. The binding stiff from age. The pages whispering as they move. That soft sound of paper on paper. Of pages turning. Of a book being opened. Being handled. Being read. Inside the front cover, a stamp. The library's stamp. Showing this book belongs here. Has always belonged here. And below that, a card pocket. The old kind. Paper. Glued in. And inside, a checkout card. The old system. Before computers. Before digital. When records were kept on cards, in pencil, by hand. You pull the card out. Look at it. Names and dates. Penciled in. Different handwritings. Different hands. People who borrowed this book. Years ago. Decades ago. The most recent date is 15 years past. 15 years since someone last took this book home. Last read it. Last cared about this story. Sitting here, waiting. 15 years sitting here, waiting. 15 years waiting. For the next reader. The next person to care. The next person to give it attention. You slide the card back into its pocket. Close the book gently. Look at it for a moment. Should you take this one? Should you be the next reader? The next name on that card? Not today. But maybe next time. The thought comforts you. That you could be the next. That this book's wait might end. Someday. By someone. Maybe by you. You slide it back onto the shelf. Gently. With respect. With the feeling that you've acknowledged it. Seen it. Recognized its existence. Its long wait. Its patient presence. More walking. More browsing. The rhythm established now. Your body knowing the pace. Your eyes knowing what to look for. What to notice. What to pass by. This is library browsing. This is the meditation of looking at books. Of being among books. Of letting books just be books. And you just be you. And nothing needing to happen. Just this. Just being here. You move to the history section. Different shelves. Different books. But the same browsing. The same slow walking. The same gentle attention. History books are bigger. Thicker. Heavier. Full of information. Full of detail. Full of the past, carefully documented. Carefully preserved. Carefully shared. They sit on the shelves solidly, substantially, saying we contain weight, we contain importance, we contain time. You read titles, histories of countries, of wars, of people, of eras, all the past, all the things that happened, all the people who lived, all the events that shaped the world, all here, all recorded, all waiting to teach, to inform, to remind. You don't pull any out. History is interesting, but not today. Today is for fiction, maybe. Or maybe nothing. Maybe just browsing. Just being here. Just the walking and looking, without needing to choose, without needing to commit. Just the freedom of looking, without obligation. You continue, through history, into biography, more thick books, lives documented, people remembered, stories of real humans, real lives, real struggles and triumphs, and everything in between, all written down, all preserved, all honored. Then poetry, slimmer books, thinner spines. Poetry doesn't need much space, just enough for the words, for the lines, for the careful arrangement of language that makes poetry poetry. You stop here, pull out a collection. Emily Dickinson, you know her name, know some poems, the famous ones, the ones everyone knows. You open the book, flip through. Short poems, few words each, white space on the pages, room for the words to breathe, room for thoughts to form. You read one, silently, just eyes on words. The poem short, a few lines, about a bird, or maybe about hope, or maybe about something else entirely. Poetry is like that, meaning slipping, shifting, each reader finding something different, something personal, something theirs. You close the book, slide it back, continue walking. The afternoon light has shifted, lower now, coming through the windows at a different angle. The dust motes still visible, still dancing, but in different beams now, different shafts of light, time passing, quietly, gently, the way time passes in libraries. You complete your circuit of the room, back near where you started, near the fiction section again. You realize you've been walking for quite a while. How long? You don't know, don't care. Time doesn't matter here. Only the walking matters. The browsing matters. The being here matters. Your eyes feel tired, happy tired, relaxed tired, the good tired of using your eyes gently, of reading spines, of looking at books, of taking in information slowly, peacefully, without strain. You find a chair near a window, one of the reading chairs, an old armchair, worn, comfortable, the kind of chair that's been sat in by hundreds of people, that knows how to hold a person, how to support reading, how to be comfortable. You sink into it. The cushion gives slightly, worn but not flat, still supportive, still comfortable, just well loved, well used, well lived in. From here you can see the window, the old glass panes, the afternoon light still coming through, the trees outside moving slightly in a breeze you can't feel, just their tops swaying, gentle, easy, peaceful. You can also see part of the library, the shelves, the books, the other readers still here, still absorbed, still in their own worlds. Everyone separate, everyone together, everyone sharing this space, this silence, this peace. You don't have a book, didn't choose one to read, but that's fine. Sitting is enough. Being here is enough. Looking at the books, at the light, at the quiet life of this room, at this Saturday afternoon. All enough. Your breathing has slowed, deepened, the natural response to peace, to quiet, to safety. Your body knows you're safe here, knows you can relax, knows nothing is required, nothing is demanded, just sitting, just being, just this. Comforting sounds, someone working quietly behind her desk. You can hear her. Small sounds, paper moving, a drawer opening, closing, the soft sounds of library work, of managing books, of tending this place, comforting sounds, someone working quietly nearby, someone else present, but not intrusive, just there, just doing their work, just being part of this space. Outside, through the window, you can see the village, part of it, the main street. A person walking by, slowly, no rush, Saturday afternoon pace. They glance at the library, keep walking, going wherever they're going, living their Saturday, as you're living yours. A bird lands on the windowsill outside, small, brown, sparrow maybe. It pecks at something, looks around, flies off. A small moment, a small visitor, a small piece of life happening outside while life happens inside. Different life, different pace, but all life, all existing together, all fine. The dust motes continue their dance in the light, endless, tireless, just floating, just being, just visible in this particular light at this particular time. Tomorrow, different light, different angles, but today, this light, these angles, this perfect Saturday afternoon light. You close your eyes for a moment, just to rest them, just to feel the peace of this place without seeing. The quiet is rich, not empty, full of the presence of books, of other people breathing, of paper and wood and old stone, of time moving gently, of afternoon existing. You open your eyes again. The room still here, still beautiful, still peaceful. Nothing changed in those few seconds of closed eyes. Everything as it was, as it should be, as it will continue to be. You consider choosing a book now, taking one to the desk, checking it out, taking it home, having something to read this evening, tomorrow, the next few days. But maybe not. Maybe just this is enough. This visit, this browsing, this sitting, this being here, this gift of Saturday afternoon in the library. Maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe that's enough. You stay a little longer, sitting, watching the light, watching the dust motes, watching nothing in particular, just being present, just being here, just allowing this time, this space, this peace. Eventually, you'll stand. Eventually, you'll leave. Eventually, you'll walk back through the village to your home. But not yet. Not quite yet. For now, just this. Just the chair. Just the window. Just the library. Just the peace. Time continues its gentle progression. The light shifts more. The afternoon moving toward evening. But slowly, gently. No rush. No urgency. Just the natural progression of a Saturday afternoon toward a Saturday evening. More people leave, one by one, their library time complete, their Saturday afternoon here finished. They gather things quietly, walk to the door, leave, each departure quiet, respectful, library appropriate, the room getting emptier, quieter, more peaceful still. Your body feels heavy in the chair, relaxed, settled, sunk into the cushions, the kind of heavy that comes from true peace, from true rest. Not sleep, not yet, but rest, deep rest, the rest of mind and body both quiet, both at ease, both content, both exactly where they should be. You watch another person stand from their table, gather their notebook, their pen, tuck them into a bag, walk quietly to the door, leave, the door closing softly behind them. Their Saturday here done, off to whatever comes next. Their evening, their home, their life continuing beyond these walls. You remain, still here, still resting, still present in this peaceful space, still breathing this book-scented air, still watching the light, still being. No need to leave yet, no pull toward the door. Just this, just here, just now. The librarian stands, walks to a shelf, returns a book to its place. Her movements are practiced, smooth, economical. She doesn't need to think about where the book goes. Her body knows. Her hands know. Years of this work. Decades, maybe. The knowing deep. Automatic. Beautiful in its efficiency. In its care. She slides the book into its exact spot, between two others, where it belongs, where it lives, where it will wait for the next borrower, the next reader, the next person who needs this particular story, this particular book. She catches your eye as she turns, smiles again. That same small library smile, warm but not intrusive, acknowledging but not demanding. The smile that says, "You're welcome here. Stay as long as you like. This is your space too. Your library, your peace." That only books can create. That only this particular kind of peace that only libraries offer. That only books can create. That only this specific combination of silence and stories and shared space can produce. Then she returns to her desk, sits, returns to her work. Whatever librarians do on Saturday afternoons, whatever quiet tasks occupy their time, and you return to your resting, your watching, your being, your Saturday afternoon existing. The afternoon light is golden now, truly golden, deeply golden, the special light of late afternoon, when the sun is low enough to turn everything warm, to make everything glow, to paint the world in honey, in amber, in gold, the light that photographers love, that painters try to capture, that only exists for a brief window each day, maybe an hour, maybe less, that perfect moment between afternoon and evening, between day and dusk, between full light and approaching dark. And you're here for it, in this library, in this chair, in this light, watching it, being in it, part of it, the light touching your hands, your arms, the side of your face, warm, gentle, beautiful, a gift, free, available, just for being here, just for being present, just for this moment, just because you're ready, because this, just because you're ready, because this has been enough, because this has been perfect, because this is the right time to leave. Your body knows, your mind knows, time to go. You stand slowly, carefully, your body a little stiff from sitting, but good stiff, comfortable stiff, the kind that comes from rest, from staying still, from peace allowed to settle. Your joints need a moment. Your muscles need to remember standing, walking. But they do. They remember. Bodies always remember. You look around one more time, taking it in. This room, these shelves, this light, these books, this peace, storing it, remembering it, so you can return, not just physically, but in memory, in thought, whenever you need this feeling, this peace. You walk to the door, slowly, past the shelves, past the books, past the fiction, past the history, past the biography, past the poetry, past all the words, all the stories, all the knowledge, all waiting, all patient, all here for next time, past the reading tables, empty now mostly, just one person left, still reading, still absorbed, still in their world, not noticing you, not needing to, living their library afternoon as you lived yours, past the librarian who looks up as you approach, nods, a small nod, a farewell, Come back soon. This is your place too. All without words. All in that small gesture, that small acknowledgement, that library communication. You nod back. Same message returned. Thank you. I will. This matters. All unspoken. All understood. All true. You reach the heavy door. Put your hand on the brass handle, worn smooth by thousands of hands, thousands of people entering, leaving, using this library, being part of this place, part of this community, part of this shared resource, this gift, this treasure. You pull the door open, heavy, solid, well-made, the same door that's opened for decades. That will open for decades more. That welcomes, that releases, that allows passage both ways, in and out, coming and going, all the same door, all the same welcome. You step outside. The air is different immediately, cooler now. Evening air, the freshness of day ending, of night approaching, of temperature dropping, after the stillness of the library, after the indoor air, after the book-scented warmth. This feels different, clean, clear, fresh, welcome. You close the door behind you, gently, softly, respectfully. The door knows its job, closes smoothly, clicks, secure, the library safe inside, the books protected, the quiet preserved, until tomorrow, until Monday, until the next opening, the next welcoming. You walk home through the village, through the quiet streets. The shops are closing now. Saturday, late afternoon, becoming Saturday evening. Shopkeepers locking doors, pulling down blinds, turning off lights. Their day done, going home, like you. Not many people about. Most already home. Making dinner, maybe. Watching television. Reading. Living their Saturday evening. Their own routines. Their own peace. Different from yours, but equally valid. Equally good. The light is softer now. The golden gone. Now, just gentle. Fading. The sun setting somewhere behind buildings, behind trees, out of sight but still present, still lighting the sky, still making evening possible, still transitioning day to night, gently, beautifully, as it always does. You reach home, your street, your door, familiar, known, yours. You enter, your space, your belongings, your life, here, waiting, as it always is, as it always will be. You're tired now, truly tired, good tired, the tired of a peaceful afternoon, of time spent gently, of hours moved through slowly, of nothing urgent, of just being, the best tired, the most satisfying tired. Your mind is quiet, still library quiet, still book quiet, still that particular quietness that comes from being among stories without reading them, from being among words without needing them, from being in peace without demanding anything from it. Your body is relaxed, truly relaxed, the deep relaxation of safety, of home, of an afternoon well spent, of no regrets, no worries, no concerns, just the pleasant tiredness of existing peacefully, of living gently, of being without striving. You prepare for bed, your normal routine, familiar, automatic. Your body knows these steps, these movements, this progression from day to night, from dressed to undressed, from awake to sleeping. You slip between the sheets, cool, smooth, clean, the fabric soft against your skin, the weight of blankets settling over you. Not heavy, just right, just enough. Comfort, safety, home. in your nose's imagination, but there in your nose's imagination, but there, present, a reminder of where you were, of what you did, of that peaceful afternoon. Your breathing is slow, deep, steady, the breathing of true relaxation, of a body at peace, in, out, like the quiet of the library, like the stillness of that chair, like the gentle rhythm of browsing without purpose, just breathing, just being, just this. Your body is heavy in the bed, beautifully heavy, the weight of rest, of relaxation, of a day gently spent. Your arms heavy, your legs heavy, your whole body sinking, supported by the mattress, held by the sheets, safe, secure, home. Your eyes are closed, heavy lids, not wanting to open, not needing to open, just closed, just resting, just done with seeing, done with looking, done with light, ready for dark, ready for sleep, ready for rest. Your mind is quiet too, empty in a good way, not blank, just clear, like the library shelves after closing. Everything in its place, nothing out of order, nothing demanding attention, just quiet, just organized, just peaceful. Tomorrow might be library day again, or might be something else. Doesn't matter. Today was this. Today was the village library. Today was browsing and sitting and being. Today was enough, more than enough. Perfect. Sleep comes like closing a book, gently. The last page turned, the cover closed, the story complete, from waking to sleeping, from day to night, from the library to home, to bed, to dreams. The transition smooth, natural, easy, right? You are in the library. You are in the chair. You are watching dust motes dance in golden light. You are breathing old paper scent. You are peaceful. You are resting. You are drifting. You are sleeping. For Monday. For whenever you return. For Monday. For whenever you return. For whenever you need it. For whenever you want that particular peace that only libraries offer. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. The books are patient. The shelves are steady. The library is eternal. The peace is always available, whenever you need it, whenever you remember it, whenever you return. Good night. Sweet dreams of old books and afternoon light and dust motes dancing and the particular quiet that only libraries know. Of time moving slowly and nothing needing to happen, and browsing being enough, and sitting being enough, and just being enough. Sleep now.